How you doing, YouTube? Matt, Master Beer Reviews, back with mystery beers, son. Who doesn't love mystery beers? I know this guy does. You guys do too. This comes courtesy of Steve from Connecticut. Thank you very much, brother. He sent me off 3 beers, and they were all Treehouse beers, and then he sent me 3 mystery beers. This is the 3rd one he sent me, and the previous 2, the first one I opened was a Treehouse beer, and I was like, okay, now you're fucking with me here. Because at first, and I had a couple of people comment on it too, when he was like, oh, I wonder what someone, I forget who wrote it, I wonder what he sent mystery beer wise. And when someone sends you half un-mystery beered and half mystery beered, and all the stuff they send that's not shrouded is one brewery, I think that's a genius way to send beers, because you can fuck with people. You know what I mean? Being like, oh, is it going to be all Treehouse or isn't it? You know, you can kind of think about it in, you know, it can fuck with your brain a little bit. And then the first one I opened mystery beer wise is a Treehouse beer, and I'm like, oh, are they all going to be mystery beers from Treehouse? I don't know. The second one wasn't, so I have no idea what those ones. So now I'm up in the air. I have no idea what's going on. It kind of makes me excited. Let's dive into it. Label wise, I love it. Look at that label. It's fucking fantastic. Gotta love me to get on this. Ooh, big carbonation. This beer wants to come out. Oh, hey now. What happens is on these pours, you get like this little lip here. It actually gets like catches the beer on the edge and just causes like when like the paper towel or in this case a napkin kind of catches the edge and kind of makes the beer kind of aerate and get kind of crazy. So I apologize for the poop-tastic pour. Super amount of foam. It's a hazy, you know. He sent me all hazies. The other 2 mystery beers are hazies. This is a hazy. I mean, it looks like your quintessential, you know, single double IPA. We'll get into it a little bit deeper when we smell it and taste it. But yeah, nice creaminess to it on a pretty craptastic pour. Pretty uniform bubbles till it gets to that craptastic level of pour. Then it gets a little bit rocky. Yeah, it's a big damn haziness going on right there. So see if we can fight through this head, get a little bit of nose, hopefully. I don't know. Not much going on there. There's a soft bitterness. And there's almost like a green apple thing going on. I actually don't get much as far as fruited sweetness. I don't get a ton of like bittering. It's just a soft, very generic bittering. But nothing too noteworthy. And then like there's really not much fruit there as far as the nose goes, or any kind of like hop presence outside of that soft generic bittering. Yeah, the aromatics on this, it's weird. I almost get like this little bit of like a sweetened like syrupy thing from it, like a maple syrup. I mean, he's from Connecticut, so that kind of makes sense. Yeah, there's. Oh, I might be having a stroke right now because I'm getting maple syrup. That's weird. Yeah, I get like maple syrup. I don't know where that's coming from. I mean, it's coming from the beer, obviously, but you know, you look at a big hazy beer like this, you don't expect maple syrup. I don't know. Yeah, I gotta dive in. See what she's got. Cheers. Yeah. Okay. That's there's no maple syrup in there. So I don't even know where I was getting that from in the nose. It's very soft. It has that kind of water treatment thing going on. Yeah, really soft. There is a little bit of bitterness on one side of things, but it comes off a little bit watery. It's kind of devoid of like a hot presence. I think this is more somebody's kind of fucked with Saison, or somebody's like really kind of yeasted pale, like some kind of unique. It's not Brut. It could be Brux. Could be like a Brux yeast going on in there. Yeah, because it has this softness to it. And they first said that's that water nerdy thing coming out. I don't think that's the case. I think there might be a little bit more to it, yeast-wise, to where they're kind of like fucking with it and finagling with it. Kind of yeastiness. And there's still that little bit of, like, there's this subtle maple syrup thing in the nose that's, like, really kind of wigging me out because there's no maple syrup in a beer. It's not in there flavor-wise. But for some reason, and this glass has not touched any kind of maple syrup beer. I washed my glasses thoroughly. It's not on my hand. My hands are always good, and I'm huffing it now without it. Yeah, I need a little more of that. Yeah, there's a really nice softness to it. But like I said, I think that's a combination of the water and yeast. There's really not much of a hop presence there. I don't even know what style I call it. Somebody's fucked with pale. It's somebody's Bruxy, yeasty fucked with pale ale. A little bit of flaked oats going on. And something other bit and piece. Could be like a floral component or a spice herb component. It's not like a barrel or anything like that. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I like it. I think it's fun. I think it's super chugger. I don't know. Let's see what we have going on here. We have Relic Brewing. Okay, I've heard of them. Haven't had anything from them. I think I saw a story maybe Beer Advocate did on Relic Brewing or something like that. This small batch craft beer, Relic Brewing. This is their Ultra Dank India Pale Ale. There's no date on this can. It's 6.2% alcohol by volume. Brantford, Connecticut. And that's it. There's no date on the can. Yeah, Ultra Dank. That's definitely not the case, man. I mean, this does not come off dank at all in any form or fashion, at least to me. Unless this is a really old can. Like I said, I don't know when. There's no date or anything on here, so I don't know when it was released. But yeah, dank. It's kind of the direct opposite of that. It is, 6.2%, man. I was so assuming this is coming in way lower than that, kind of pushing like 5%. Nowhere close to that 6.2. And like I said, I thought there was a little bit kind of like fun yeastiness, kind of bits and pieces kind of being played with this beer, but no, nothing at all in that form or fashion. I do like it though. I don't like it as a 6.2% ultra dank hazy IPA. I like it as a 5% kind of fucked with pale ale. That's why I like it. And that's why I think the mystery beers kind of are fun when it comes to doing stuff like this, because you drink these and there's no preconceived notion. There's none. You know what I mean? And when you go into it, it's not like I'm like trying to like reach for that dankness, or I'm trying to reach for that, as they would put it, the ultra dank India Pale Ale. I'm just kind of giving you what I'm tasting, and almost all of these I do without any influence beforehand. By that I mean they're the first beers I drink of the day. I'm not drinking anything else, so it's not like I'm being clouded by other bits and pieces of other beers. And this just doesn't come off as that ultra dank. Now, it's not the first time a brewery would have said something on a label and it doesn't come off that way, so I'm not too kind of upset about that, but yeah, I like it, just not for what it says on the label. So let's talk about it. Is it one of the better ultra dank Indian Pale Ales I've had? Is like, no. Is it one of the better, 5%? I can't even believe it's 6.2. I think it's 5% pale ales that are kind of messed with and kind of more a super drinkable kind of beer. If that's what the beer was, I'd be all aboard. Packet availability, no idea. Maybe Steve can chime in and let us know what's what when it comes to where you get this, and leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like 5% pale ales, but you want 6% impact, it's kind of what you're going to get here. It has a super soft mouthfeel to it. There's not a huge bitterness component. You're not getting any kind of dankness whatsoever. So if this is an aberration, or is it a really old can and shit just dropped off like that, you're not going to get what it says on a can, but you're going to get a fun beer if you go into it with the mindset or no mindset at all, or the mindset of you're going to drink something a little bit softer and something in a more chuggable realm. So there you go. Another mystery beer down. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the whole social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting stuff. And hopefully you guys enjoyed your review. Hopefully enjoying a nice little mystery beer right now. And hope to see you next time. Cheers.